Hi grade ones. Last week we talked a lot about fractions. And fractions are when we have one whole thing and we cut it into equal pieces. And so when it's into two equal pieces, a whole, they're called halves, 2 halves. And if we cut something into 4 equal pieces, they're called fourths or quarters. Now, we know this pretty well now, but sometimes you hear people say things like 1/2. They're not just talking about halves. And I wanted to show you this today because we're going to talk about this. So this circle here was cut into 2 pieces, but I just colored in one because I just want to talk about one of them, about 1/2. And sometimes you see this. You'll see it written like this with a 1 and a line and a 2. And so this is called the standard notation. It's the way in math we write 1/2. And it means one piece and that there were 2 pieces. So we're gonna look at that today, and I have a little activity for you. And I also put down 2 stories you could read that are both really nice about halves that I would definitely read to you if we were at school right now. Here we have a circle cut into 2 even pieces, so it's cut into halves. And here's a circle cut into 4 even pieces, so it is cut into quarters. But like I said earlier, what if I just want to talk about one piece, just 1/2? So we say I'm just talking about one piece. And here with quarters, I just talk about one piece too. They're different sizes because these are quarters and that's half, and just one piece. But for math, we want to know what is the piece out of. So for halves, there's 2 pieces here. So it's 1 piece out of 2. But for quarters, it's 1 piece out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So for quarters, if we want to know 1/4, we actually write like that, or 1/4. Now I've drawn a circle and I've tried to divide it into 3 even pieces. Now if I were to color just one of these, and they're called thirds when it's 3 pieces, this is my challenge for you. What would it look like for the number? So how many pieces did I color? Only 1 piece. But how many pieces originally? Do you know the answer? Is it 3? So 1/3 will be written like that. All of our fractions, no matter which ones we use, are written with the piece number on top and how many pieces it was out of on the bottom. Now this is more than grade 1 math, but I wanted to show you because I think you'll understand. Now I drew a rectangle and I divided it into 10 pieces. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's called tenths when we have 10 pieces. Now I'm going to color 1 piece. So if I were to write that in standard notation, how many pieces are colored? 1. How many pieces were there all together though? Do you remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There were 10. So now I've colored 1/10. Now imagine this is a chocolate bar and you actually wanted more than just 1 piece. Let's say you wanted 2 pieces. I've now colored 2 pieces of my chocolate bar. Since there's 2 pieces colored, it would now be called 2/10. Now this is a little bit extra, boys and girls. We're only going to really talk today about 1/2 and about 1/4. But I wanted to show that to you because I thought that you would understand. I'd like you to make a chart today like we often do. I want you to write 1/2 on one side and 1/4 on the other, and to use the numbers, use the notations. And today I want you to show me pictures of what 1/4 looks like. So this is not 1/4, this is just quarters. You need to color 1 in for it to be 1/4. Or if I draw a square, again, that's quarters. This is 1/4. If I color in 2, that's too many. That's not 1/4. I want one of the pieces of 4 or 1/4 or 1/4 colored in. And maybe you can do a few shapes for me today. And then for 1/2, the same thing. I want to see, that's just cut into halves. Today I want you to show me what 1/2 looks like. Or 1/2, you could do a heart. I showed you the other day, hearts are hard to cut into quarters, but we could cut a heart into half. I'm trying to think what else we could do. A sun into quarters, maybe. There we go. 1/4 of a sun. And I'm going to draw a tall building too. And I'm going to cut it into half. Zoop. So there's half of a tall building. That's your work for today. Have fun.